guys, it's just Jada and I am back with another video. This video is my first, I guess, live tutorial on a makeup look, and today we're just going to be doing a daytime smoky look on my beautiful client here. So right now I am just color correcting a little bit underneath her eyes, and I've already done my skin prep for this look and we're just chatting it up, as you can see. Now I am applying foundation. She's lighter in the center of her face and darker on the perimeter, so what I've kind of done here, I've already color matched her, so the shades that I chose, I'm just kind of placing them where I want them to be, and then I'm just gonna blend them out. And everybody has their own way of like applying foundation or whatever the case may be. So y'all do not try to come for me in these comments about what your makeup artist does or what you do. It doesn't matter. We all got our own way of doing things. So I typically don't use a beauty blender for foundation. I use a brush, but I'm using a beauty sponge today only because I didn't want this video to be super long or to take up a lot of time. So that's what we're doing there. And you guys, let me know if like you like the voiceover style, or if you don't want me to talk at all in these videos, or what have you. So next I am highlighting her face. I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer here for this portion. I really like that concealer because it dries down pretty fast, and I feel like it stays put for a long time. So and as you guys can see, I'm just placing like the concealer with like a patting motion, because I'm really not using a lot of product. I kind of like to use a little bit and just build on what I already have. And if you are new here, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you are one of my day ones, of course, you know, welcome back. I miss you guys so much. I'm really hoping that you all are enjoying the video so far. And as you can see, we have like a beautiful canvas to work with. The colors are matching beautifully with our skin tone. And now I'm just gonna do a little bit of brightening underneath the eye area. I really feel like a bright under eye just makes a smoky eye kind of pop a little bit more, just a little bit more. So that's why I typically go for a brighter under eye area for this type of look. And I always like to go over one more time when I'm done with the beauty sponge, if I'm using one, just to make sure everything is blended. And now we're just adding a little dimension to the face. And I do want to apologize. The lighting throughout this whole video is kind of on and off. This was my first time doing this, so now I kind of know what to work on. So sorry about that. And honestly, like, I think this video is about 25 minutes. It only took me about 40 minutes to complete her makeup, and that's including like the recording and everything. It did not take long at all. Surprisingly, since this is my first time doing this, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna take so long, but it really didn't. So I was happy about that. So now we're just shaping the nose just a little bit, not anything too harsh. This is a daytime look, and we want to keep those lines nice and soft and crisp. And you guys, just take a look at that base. It's looking really good. This is a more matte base, as you can see, but it is beautiful. Now I'm just setting everything. And also let me know if you guys want me to go over or like list all of the products that I use. I don't know if you guys care or not, but it's just a MAC powder that I was using to set with just a second ago, but it's discontinued. Now I'm going in with just a Morphe setting powder. I want to say that was not the Banana Rich, it's the deepest shade that I am using. Actually, it might be, no, yeah, it's the deepest shade that I'm using in the Morphe setting powder. And now we're just bringing out that contour a little bit. I don't necessarily like to bake. I kind of just like to place the powder because it does justice just fine that way. And then you're less likely to have flashback when you apply it this way versus actually baking. So now I'm just shaping the nose here since I am done setting the under eye, and this is just to catch any fallout that may or may not happen when I do her eye makeup. And now I'm just applying some blush, and I'm using a MAC blush, and I want to say I use Sweetest Cocoa and another one, but I can't remember. Now I'm going in with a Morphe brow pencil just to shape the brows. I really love these pencils because it reminds me of the old MAC eyebrow styler pencils. They switched those up and I'm not really a fan, so I've switched to these. They're nice and thin and get the shape real good. I used to use brow pomades, but I realized like that's just so much work. It's just a lot of unnecessary work in my opinion. So now I'm just going to shape the brows up a little bit, and I'm still using that same e.l.f. concealer, also mixed with a little bit of her foundation. And y'all, I'm sorry if y'all hear baby rain. She is always close by. And like I said, I like to go in with the foundation shade kind of mixed with that concealer, just so your brows are not like super light in the front. Y'all, I apologize if you hear rain in the background. I just had to exit stage left because she was taking over. But yeah, what I was saying was I got this brush from the cosmetic company store, and it's a MAC brush, and I only paid maybe like $6 or something like that, $4, something like that, I think. And I want to say that's like a $30 brush or a $28 brush. Now we're just applying some brow gel, which is also from MAC, and it's also, I think it may or may not be discontinued. And just some shadow primer, which is a MAC product as well, and I'm just patting that in with my finger. I also like the Smashbox eyeshadow primer, so I kind of alternate between those two, but they are very, very similar. And the palette that I am using for this look is a palette that I made, and of course it has MAC shadows inside of it. So I'll probably list those in the description box once I upload this video. And then with like a daytime smoky eye, you want to just kind of like build the color up. You don't want to just go super hard at the very beginning. You want to kind of start light-handed and almost have the colors like very close. I don't want to say close to the person's skin tone, but just not too crazy dark. I like to do a darker lash line with a daytime smoky eye, so that's kind of what we're doing here. We are adding some black eyeliner, and that eyeliner is from Sephora. I really love their eyeliners. And I am just smudging that eyeliner out with a random brush. And you want to just make sure that's like really diffused, not, you know, too harsh on the lines there. And I'm just doing the same thing again on the other eye. Okay, so now I'm putting a center color on there, and it's just kind of like a neutral beigey type of shade, like a light brown. And that's going to be a base for my liquid eyeshadow that I am going to top this eye look with. And then I'm really not putting emphasis on the products, only because like you really can achieve this look using any products that you have. I feel like, you know, especially when it comes to the eye look, I'm sure everyone has like a neutral shadow palette and a black eyeliner. So, and the liquid eyeshadow that I like to use is actually from e.l.f. They have liquid glitters and liquid eyeshadows, and let me tell you, don't sleep on them. Do not sleep on them. I know it's a drugstore product, but they work very well, and I love them. I have every color, and it's just kind of like a champagne-y color, super pretty. And you see how beautiful that eye is looking? That's just because you got to start off with a little bit and just build it up, okay? Just build it up. I know in today's world, people pack on the color like crazy, but it's okay to take it slow. Like a bad, well, no, not like a bad relationship, like a good relationship, take it slow, okay? And then I'm just tightlining her eye, just making sure that lash line is super, super black. So that's a little tip for you guys. If you ever feel like after you do a smoky eye, like the rim of their, like, you know, their lash line is still not dark enough, if you tightline the eye, that kind of helps a little bit with darkening the lash line. Especially if your client is, if they have a lighter complexion. So now I'm just adding a little mascara to the lash line. And make sure y'all are using disposables. Use the disposables, okay? If you're not using disposables for certain things, you're nasty, okay? So next, we're just plopping on her lashes. We went for a bolder lash for this look. You definitely could do a smaller lash if you want to, but you know, please your clients. Whatever they want is their world. You just live in it. But yep, that's the lash that we chose. And I don't remember where they're from. They're just from the beauty supply store, if I'm not mistaken. And isn't that so pretty? Okay. Let me stop messing with these lashes. All right, so now I am just dusting off that excess powder underneath her eye since we are all done with the eye look. And I got a little bit of foundation powder on my brush. And you want to use foundation powder to dust off the setting powder sometimes, just to, like I said, help with that flashback. You just never know. Applying a little bit of highlight to the skin, not much, just a little bit. I don't normally go crazy with the highlight only because it shows texture in the skin. So if the person has textured skin, it's just only going to make that pop out more. So in the daytime, I kind of chill on that. A little black line into the lash line to complete that look. And if you are still hanging on with me, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on my social media so we can stay in touch at Jada Mahogane. Same thing for Snapchat as well. And now I'm just smoking out the lash line a little bit with a burgundy eyeshadow that I have. I kind of wish I went a little bit darker. I wish I would have went a little bit darker, but it's all cool. Okay, so we are finishing up the eyes with a little mascara on the bottom lash line. And then I like to apply at least 2 coats of mascara to the bottom lash line. At least two. Two at minimum. Now we are completing the look with a nude lip, and I'm going in with a Sephora lip pencil. They're gel lip pencils. I really like them because they are super creamy, so they go on really smooth. And this helps, like, say for instance you have a client and their lips are dry and you've exfoliated their lips and they're still dry. This just goes on really smooth, sometimes compared to a regular, like, you know, pencil, lip pencil that you have to sharpen. And I'm just kind of diffusing that out a little bit just because I'm going to throw a gloss over top of it. So it doesn't have to necessarily be super perfect. Just kind of diffuse. And I like to do this if I know, like, the person is like a gloss wearer or they just typically wear gloss. That way it just kind of keeps that overall nude lip underneath. So when they're, you know, freshening up their lips, they can just pop gloss over top of it. And I'm like literally obsessed with how it came out, how everything came out. Just because it's like that perfect, you know, natural, smoky, daytime look. You can go from the office to night out to dinner. You know, you don't know what the day holds, okay? With this look, you don't know what the day holds. You could pretty much pop out anywhere. Now we're finishing up with setting spray. That was a Huda Beauty setting spray. I really like it. Like, that stuff makes your makeup like waterproof. The only thing is I do not like the way it smells. But that's just a personal preference. Now she's just taking a look at her makeup, feeling herself. It's super cute. And y'all, I'm sorry, there was a spot that I forgot to brush off, but you see I'm catching it now. So don't cover me. But yeah, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.